welcome Shannen Doherty, everybody. Welcome, Shannen. What a lovely dress.
Thank you.
That's very exotic, is it? It's like
somebody just called me Samurai Shannen.
It's kind
As I was walking in, they were like, Samurai Shannen.
It is. It's very kind of ho-hi. Did you do the martial arts?
I actually did for a little while.
Did you really?
When
What did you do?
Charmed because of all the stunts. And I did all my own stunts.
Did you really?
So, yeah.
So you did martial. Did you do the Tai Bo with Billy Blanks?
You know, God, no. I did it with our stuntmen who are brilliant. So I don't really know what form it was.
Stuntmen in Hollywood, I always think they're going to be really kind of fantastic and really kind of, and it's all just fat guys smoking cigarettes saying, that's my motorbike, and that's it.
No, not ours.
Right.
Yeah, no, ours were pretty hot, and they knew what they were doing.
I see. They knew what they were doing in what way?
With the karate and
yeah, the karate. Tell me about the breaking up show. The breaking up with Shannen. Do you break up with guys on the show, or do you?
I break up with everybody on the show. I break up with guys. I break up with girls, bosses.
You help people break up? You go into happily married couples and break them up? Or,
no.
No, right, okay. Yeah. You gotta listen, you see? Yeah.
We never break up a married couple.
Right.
Never.
Oh, there's no marriages broken up?
No.
Where were you when I needed you? Yeah. Well, what do you do then? It's a couple that wants to break up?
It's usually one person that really wants to break up that comes to me and says, here's the reason why I can't do it. I'm scared of confrontation, or, you know, I've tried to break up with him or her, and you know, they just kind of roll right over me, and we're still together 2 years later, and I'm miserable still.
Right.
And so then I take her on as a client, or him,
right.
And we take the person that we're going to be dumping, and we put them through sort of a funny scenario, a funny skit.
Do you make them eat bugs and all that, like the Fear Factor? You're going to be dumped and you have to eat bugs. Good news and bad news.
No, we try and do it where the skit will show things about the relationship that's wrong.
Right.
So that, you know, they're watching the scenario and saying, God, that's not so good, and that sort of is a reflection of my own relationship. And then
who do you think's best, being dumped or doing the dumping?
Both are horrible.
Yeah?
Both are horrible.
I think it's best to be dumped.
He's not wrong.
I'm telling you, it's best to be dumped, because to doing the dumping, then you're not only you're breaking up with someone, but you're being a jackass as well. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be a bastard about it. You're like,
well, you don't really. I mean, there are nice ways to do
anyway,
it. You do? So you're just mean to the women that you dump?
No, I'm not mean. I do passive aggressive. I'm like, you know, it's not you, it's me. Oh gosh, you're so great. You could do better. You know, hints like that.
That's horrible.
I'm a horrible guy. What
I would see right through that.
No, I don't know. Well, how do you get rid of something? Have you ever been in a relationship that didn't work out? I'm just saying, well, how do you do it then?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Of course I have.
Yeah? Do you have a plan, is what I'm saying?
No, I don't have a plan, and I'm actually not very good at breaking up on my own. I tend to be a bit passive-aggressive as well, and I get very sort of turned off and try to do things to make them dump me.
Right, because it's better to be dumped.
It is better to be dumped, absolutely.
Right.
It's hard hurting another person.
Yeah, I think so. It would be difficult for me to imagine a time where I would, like, no, I'd prefer to be dumped.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, it's
definitely better.
So tell me about you. Where are you from then?
Originally?
Yeah.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, Memphis. I love Memphis.
Do you?
It's fantastic. Yeah, I went there. Did you go to Graceland when you grew up there?
I think I went when I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. And they've got a great police museum in Memphis.
I wouldn't know. I moved from there when I was like 7, so I don't really remember that much, yeah.
All right. To be in show business?
No, my dad moved
the family
here
moved
for
here.
his business.
All right. What business was he in?
He was in transportation.
Oh. Okay.
No, right, and he's from Jersey.
Yeah, right, okay. Now I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah,
no, my daddy's great.
Do you still have family down in Memphis?
In Mississippi.
Mississippi.
They all moved to Mississippi.
Mississippi, where on the Mississippi?
Gulfport.
Oh, really? Do you know that the Mississippi, when they founded the Mississippi, the town of Memphis, the guys who founded it thought that the Mississippi was going to be the Nile of America. So they called Memphis, because that used to be the capital of ancient Egypt, Memphis. Did you know that?
I had absolutely no idea.
Isn't that interesting?
That is pretty
Not
interesting.
that interesting, but a bit interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll actually retain that information.
Well, you know, it's amazing how it hangs around in your head after
Does
a while.
it?
Yeah, because somebody told me that, and I thought, oh, I'll never remember that. But here I am,
And then-
years
and
later,
here you are
talking to you
repeating
about
it.
Yeah, I didn't even know I remembered it. And I remember it.
And look at that.
Yeah.
Well, we all just learned something.
Yeah, I think we've all learned it.
Can anybody really repeat what he just said, though?
Yeah, something happened, and
Memphis,
and
Nile,
Memphis became.
got it.
Yeah. We got to take a break, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back with Shannen Doherty, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Shannen Doherty. Do you have something to say about that?
I
thing?
do.
Yeah.
Okay, that was taken slightly out of context.
All right, okay.
Because I come across incredibly harsh and mean. And the truth is that that guy, in the scenario that we put him in, broke it to his girlfriend who was watching. He didn't know he was, on cameras. That he had another live-in girlfriend who was helping him pay his bills, etc. And then his excuse was, well, I'm a playa, and this is what I do, and she can just deal with it. And the girl was devastated, crying, and so I may have gotten a tad bit vicious.
Yeah, that's all right. I think it's all right to get emotionally involved. It's not like you're a cop or something. You can get involved.
When I see somebody really hurt, then obviously I'm gonna get.
And you're a producer of this show as well,
I am,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So you're the boss.
I'm one of the bosses.
Yeah. Are you a good boss?
I think I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm a good boss because I'm more on the creative side.
Right.
Like the open that you first showed, that clip was my idea. We couldn't really figure out how to open up the show.
Yeah, so the Chris Isaac thing.
Yeah,
it was very good, yeah.
Thank you. That was my idea, and I was really into it, and Oxygen supported me. So I think I'm a good boss in that sense, that I can come up with good ideas.
Yeah, and also if you were a bad boss, they wouldn't tell you. They would just...
No.
They go, no, you're a great boss. It's
so
fantastic.
true. They would
but
never
I think
tell
of you
me.
as just being, not just being, but as being an actress. That's what you do. That's your
Yes.
thing. But you've been on The View as well, weren't you? Didn't you do one of the little co-hosting gigs there as well?
I did. I did 2 days of co-hosting in The View.
Did you have fun on that? Because I've been on that show.
I did. It's a little intimidating your first day because you go into the makeup trailer and there's a legend, Barbara Walters, and Joy, who has very strong opinions, who I actually adore, and Elizabeth, and it's everybody discusses sort of the topics of the day and what they want to discuss.
They had me on during breastfeeding week. Not kidding. I'm not kidding. I was sitting there. Yeah, I was like a fly in the ointment sitting there. I'm like, I don't know. Well, what do you think about breasts? I like them. And that was it. That's all I had. I'm all for them. But
What an odd
I know it
time
was
to bring
funny.
you
Yeah,
on.
I don't know. I felt kind of out of place.
Yeah, no, I would think that you would be out of place.
You have been portrayed in the press on occasions as being a bit of a character, like being a wild girl, a party girl. Is that true? Is that like you?
That's probably the best way I've ever heard it put.
That it is. That you're a bit of a character.
I'm a bit of a character. I really like that.
Is it really you, or is are you really that kind of?
Look, I always say that there's a tiny bit of truth in everything, but I think that the things that I did when I was 18 are normal things to do when you're 18 years old.
Right.
You go out, you drink, you have fun, you live your life, you have bad relationships, you have good relationships, you grow up. I did it under a microscope, and then they just sort of, it had a snowball effect, and they've never let it go. It's sort of, I haven't really done anything in like the last 7 years to cause anybody to write about me, and yet they still do, and they still sort of pin this, bad girl or character type label to me.
Right, yeah.
And
but you're actually
it gets old. It's pretty tired at this
Yeah.
point in my life.
So you wouldn't, like, for example, go out and dance in a party and do all that kind of stuff now?
Would I go to my friend's party and dance? Probably.
Yeah. Well, be careful because I don't know. It's funny that because I think that because you were very, very young when you got all this kind of attention, and I thought, if there were any cameras on me when I was that young, which I would have loved, I'd have been in jail.
It's true.
Do you ever go to jail?
I did once.
Yeah, how was that?
It was horrible.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? I didn't like it.
I actually deserved to be there, but it was horrible.
I didn't. I was stitched up. No, I deserve to be. What did you go for?
Oh, oh, let's just roll right past
Oh,
that
really?
one.
I didn't know, because when I went, I was, fighting and drinking. And
Mine was stupidity.
Oh, yeah.
Stupidity.
That's a crime?
Unforgivable
Really?
stupidity.
Wow, yeah. Well, there's a lot of
Yes.
people I'm going to have arrested after this show. How about that? It's been very, very lovely to talk to you. Shannen Doherty, everybody. We'll be right back.
It's like Jay Leno as a fly. I'll be back in 8 months. Can never get rid of him, can you?